Welcome back to Dramatic Evaluation. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the movie Song Sung Blue. Please hook me up and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please leave a comment. And spoiler alert, I'm definitely going to mention things that happen in this movie, kind of big plot points here and there. So if you have not seen the movie, you'd want to watch the movie first before you watch this video, because I will spoil a few things here and there. So I just watched this movie recently and was thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I expected to like it because I love Neil Diamond. I like Hugh Jackman. It seemed like it was going to be a musical movie of some kind, which I love, so I expected I was going to like it, but holy crap, I was blown away by how much I liked it, how good this movie was for me. Yeah, I mean, this video is probably going to be a little all over the place. I didn't do a whole lot of planning. I just wanted to talk about this movie because I just watched it and just really enjoyed it. So like I said, the actors, it's perfect casting in this movie, by the way, like across the board. Like, I didn't have an issue with a single performance or actor in this movie. But Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson are the leads. They play a couple who kind of meet and fall in love. They're both kind of musicians, but not, big time, just kind of like little side gigs here and there, trying to do their thing. And they meet, fall in love, form a Neil Diamond tribute band, not a cover band, but like a tribute band, kind of Neil Diamond experience is what they call it, where they're really wanting to pay homage to Neil Diamond because he loves his music and wants to kind of do right by that. So they take it really seriously, and he's kind of doing the deep cuts and not just the kind of big popular ones that people know. And yeah, those two were great. All the other actors who play their family members or other people throughout the movie were great. No complaints whatsoever about the acting and performances. Cinematography and music and everything, it looks great. Great music, obviously, because it's Neil Diamond. It's all Neil Diamond stuff. I love Neil Diamond. He's awesome. I grew up, buying a bunch of, back when I was like, oh, let me collect records, vinyl records, and I had a bunch of records. I had like everything Neil Diamond that I think there was. Unfortunately, I idiotically got rid of all those. Don't have any of those records anymore, but yeah, I listened to Neil Diamond like all the time. He is awesome. He's got a bunch of bangers. So yeah, a movie about Neil Diamond first is awesome, but it's also just kind of its own unique thing where it's based on a true story, obviously, or maybe not obviously, but mentioning that now, it follows these two characters and their kind of love story, and then the tragedy that kind of happens couple times in the middle and toward the end of the movie. And I loved this movie. It was 2 hours and 10 minutes long. Okay, so with the length and pacing and stuff of this movie, it was 2 hours and 10 minutes. It sort of felt that long, but not in a bad way. Like it not where it was dragging. It was like, oh gosh, like it's taking forever. It was just like it was full and eventful and just long enough to be not too long where you're annoyed by how long it is, but not too short either, where they're just giving you a good chunk here. And I thought it was very engaging the whole time. I was definitely interested in what was happening and wanting to see what was happening next and all that. And the music helped a lot in that regard, I think. I just found myself kind of groove into the music kind of all the way through. They do a great job of dispersing the music all the way through, getting all the kind of classics and hits in there that you would want in there. They might have missed like one or two, like America, I feel like was not in there, which is kind of weird. They mentioned the song, but I don't think they played that song in the movie. And also, it wasn't quite a musical movie where they like break out into song or whatever. They just like have these songs where they perform it, or it's playing in the background over a montage or like something like that. And they do it well where you're not sitting there watching a music video of the full song. It's like they give you enough of it to enjoy that song, but it's not the entirety of the song from start to finish either. They just do a good job weaving it in and handling the music. But yeah, like I said, I'm a big Neil Diamond fan, so I really knew I was going to like this movie, but did not realize or expect I was going to enjoy it the amount that I did. It was very nostalgic, very emotional movie at points, which I was not expecting. I thought it was mostly just like these two like fall in love through this experience of doing the Neil Diamond music together. That kind of happens early on, and then so one big point in the movie where like this both shows how emotional it got, but also how engaged I was in it. Like a car veers off, she's standing out in front of her house. They're all at home just chilling. She goes out to do like gardening, and then a car veers off, loses control, and hits her. The scene cuts right when she's about to get hit, and then it flashes to she got jacked up by the car. She's in the hospital, and she loses her leg, and they had to amputate her leg as a result, which drastically changes the course of it, the trajectory of what they were doing. They were kind of blowing up with their music. They just like opened for Pearl Jam and stuff, and then that just completely like kills the momentum of that, and they kind of take a break and aren't doing music. But when that happened, I literally out loud was like, no! Like, it's very rare that I have a reaction, outward reaction like that. Normally, when I'm watching a movie, I'm internalizing. By the way, hard poison oak. Gotta address that, because when I lift my arm up and you see this hideous creature in front of you, yeah, that's poison oak. I don't have some weird skin disease. It's a gnarly poison oak reaction that I'm dealing with, and it really sucks, and I'm a week into it, and hopefully I'm at the peak and it's going to calm down and get cleared up from here, but yeah, it sucks. Anyway, where was I? I was talking about, yeah, I like generally like keep that in, or keep stuff I just internalize while I'm watching a movie and enjoying it or what, but whatever. But like I'm not like, oh, like talking or anything. And I like exclaimed out loud when I saw that, because it was just like, no, like it was so unexpected, so random that happened. I don't know the true story of these people, so I wasn't expecting that. So when that happens, it's like crazy, like emotional, like bummer, like how that like takes them off course of their music career, and then like what happens with her, and like kind of issues with like the like pills and stuff like that from dealing with the injury, and then you know the whole emotional toll that's taken on her, and adjusting to the fact that obviously she lost her leg and isn't doing music anymore, and that's what she loved. And then it kind of comes back around where she decides she does want to do that again. And what I think spurs that on is the most insane thing ever, where she goes outside again. She's like looking at the garden, I think being like, man, this is my life. This is crazy. This is whatever. Then goes up the stairs, and another car veers off the road and crashes into the house where she was just standing. And then she just like is like laughing about it. And then that kind of like is like, you know what, life's too short. This is crazy. Anything can happen. I just want to sing and be happy. So they get back into music from there. But wild that happens one time. But the fact that it happens again, where a car veers off, loses control, almost hits her, could have easily hit her if she was standing there a few seconds. That probably was dramatized. The car probably just hit the house and she wasn't even out there, but they put her there in the movie seconds before for the drama of it, maybe. But regardless, insane circumstances. I can't believe that happened a second time like that. But it spurred them on to get back into the music, do that again. They blow up again to the point where they're performing a Neil Diamond or a concert on the same night as Neil Diamond, and Neil Diamond gets wind of it and knows about them and wants to meet them. All the while, he's been having this heart issue. He has a bad heart, a couple of crazy moments with that happen, but then at the end, he tragically dies of a heart attack, like on the car ride over to go meet Neil Diamond. So super sad, super incredibly tragic, but so effective as far as like the movie and the story. Like it just, what a start to finish, just feel good movie, but then at the same time like has tragedy and sadness in it, and then just, you know, riddled with all the Neil Diamond music throughout that just carried the movie and just helped every scene and all the emotion with that too. Like I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It was incredibly good. I freaking loved it. So for my rating, I gave this a 9.1 straight up. I just rated this really high because I just had a very good experience watching it. Wasn't mad or bored or annoyed at anything. Was very much into it, very much like feeling the emotion like throughout the whole time, laughing all the time, like emotional at the times that were emotional. Like it was very effective on me. This movie did the job for me. It was just very well done for me, for what I like and look for in a movie. It was very effective and very, very enjoyable. I will for sure watch this movie again at some point, and I couldn't recommend this movie more. Especially if you like Neil Diamond at all, watch this. If you don't like Neil Diamond or don't know about Neil Diamond, I would still recommend this as a great feel-good. There's tragedy in there too, but basically like it is like a feel-good type of movie vibe. And I recommend that even if you don't know Neil Diamond or like his music. So yeah, that's it for my review of Song Sung Blue. a very solid movie and definitely recommend it. Go check that out. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please leave a comment. Let me know if you saw this movie, if you liked it, what you thought, and stay tuned. Until next time,